to my channel, make sure you hit the notification button so you know exactly when I come on. I just have a few minutes to spare, and the title of this video says, Smile, you just passed your NPTE PTa State Board exam. A lot of you that took your exams last week, I'm talking about the 8th and the 9th, you should be getting your results now, okay? So I want you guys to share that information with me. I want to smile with all of you, okay? I know you already succeeded. You followed my tips, you followed my ideas, you followed my wisdom. You went through the workshops, okay? You watched all my videos, and I know you have obtained victory, okay? So I want you to smile. Now, for a lot of us that did not pass, I still want you to smile. You know why? Because there is a hope. There is hope. It's not the end of the world just because we took some exam that it's not some exam, it's a hot exam. Just because we took an exam that had 180 hot questions and we missed the mark, we did not hit that 600 to 800 to pass, does not mean that we cannot pass. We can pass. And I believe in all of you. Okay? So I want us to pretty much, a lot of us that need to retake this exam, gear up, retune, re-strategize, and let's go out there and get this. Okay? Now, on the flip side of this, and I have to say this because a lot of you might be watching me for the first time. You're probably looking at me like, I've never seen anybody else. Well, a few more people just talk about PTA exam. So you're wondering, who is this guy? Okay. Watch a lot of my videos. I share with you my experience as a PTA. I'm licensed in the state of Texas. So the things that I tell you are legit. And a lot of times when I talk to you, I tell you, hey, go search up what I said and so place. Okay. On the flip side of this, if you took this exam and did not pass, depending on what state you live in, for example, I live in Texas, right? So here in Texas, 6 lifetime attempts. If you live in Texas and you had 6 lifetime attempts and this is your first attempt, you did not pass, you only have 5 left. I don't make up the rules. I do not make up any rules, okay? I'm just following what I've read in the FSBPT website. Now, we only have 5 attempts if we live in Texas, right? So the next exam is coming up in October, and we need to pass this exam. There's no other plan than to pass. There is no other plan than to pass. There's an exam coming up in October, and right now we're getting ready for it. We're not going to wait till 3 weeks to the time to start prepping for this big exam. Okay, we're going to start immediately and start to prep for this, right? And so I would encourage a lot of you, reach out to me. A lot of you have talked to me individually through email and stuff like that, asking questions. If you have any questions about what we do in the workshop, ask. I will repeat like I've done in the other videos, right? We cover exam style questions. Also, I don't teach from scratch. I have to make that very clear. I don't teach topics from scratch. Each time we come to a workshop, I will give you guys a high level overview of what I'm talking about. And then we dive straight into what I call the meat and potatoes of what we need to do to pass the exam, right? And so for that, before you come into the workshop, I'll give you guys topics. You have like, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8 topics, which would be the things you need to review before you come in. So that way, when you come in, we're dealing with those exam style questions, and I'm walking you guys through strategies to pass. We have to pass. I know I said it before, I said it a few minutes ago. There's no other plan than to pass. That's just the truth of the truth of the truth. I want all of you to smile like I'm smiling. I think I was smiling more than this, guys, when I actually passed my exam years ago, right? So I want you guys to do the same, and I know that you can. Think about it. You spent what, 24 months. My program was 19 months. You spent that amount of time, and everything comes down to 4 hours. A 4 hour exam. That's what all that comes down to, right? And so we have to get it. We have to get it. And the exam is not easy. I'm not trying to scare anybody. It's not a walk in the park. If we think we're going to come into the exam hall and just straight smash it and just get it, no, we're in for a big surprise. And that's why we have to be well structured. We have to be. There's so many ways questions could come on a certain topic. There's more than one way. I was just reading something today about ankle brachial index. Guys, search that up. If you don't have a clue of what I'm talking about, I want you to search it up. There's so many ways they can ask you about ankle brachial index. They can ask you a question about how to calculate it. They can actually give you a scenario and ask you, what is this all about? They can give you numbers. If a patient's brachial index is, let's say, 0.36, what does that mean? If it's zero point 0.5, what does it mean? Okay, so we have to really be prepared. Okay, and so I want us to smile, guys. Drop information in my channel. You can drop it in the comments or later on. Let me know how you did on this exam. Okay, let me know how you did so we can go through the process of getting us to where we need to be. Now, when the results come out, it's going to say pass, either you passed, or it's going to say fail if you fail. Okay, don't pay the money to get the report right now. When I say the report of the breakdown of how you did on the exam, it's not going to have the questions, but don't pay for the report now. I would suggest that you wait for 1 week. Okay, and you can get that report for free. And it's going to help a lot of us that need to retake the exam. It's going to help us because it's going to show me, hey, in musculoskeletal you did this much, right? In cardiopulmonary you did this much, okay? In the nervous system you did this much, in other systems and non-systems. So it's going to give us a good breakdown, and we'll know how to strategize. Okay, and I said this before, don't worry about jobs. Okay, do not worry about jobs. We're constantly busy. Okay, I'm talking about here in the United States of America. I don't know how it works in other places. Okay, and focus more on passing the exam. There's plenty of jobs, plenty. Whether you want to work in a hospital, whether you want to work in a home health setting, you want to work in outpatient, you name it, skilled nursing facility, there's tons of jobs. So don't focus on the jobs for now. The key thing is to pass the exam. And you guys have heard me talk about this. I want you to cross the bridge. When I say cross the bridge, is you passing the exam and getting your license. Okay, so that should be the focus right now. So I want you guys to focus on that. You have to stay focused, man. We have to get this. We have to get this. There's no other plan but to pass. There's no other plan. If we spend this amount of time in school, like I said, a lot of you, your program is 24 months. Mine was 19. If we spent this amount of time in school, this is this is pretty much like what's going on right now. This is the World Cup of physical therapy assistant school. This is the World Cup. This is it. We have to get it, right? It's kind of like in NFL. What do they go for? They go for the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl. This we have to pass the exam, okay? So I want you guys to continue to smile. Pass or fail, smile because you will, if you did not get it, you will get it in October. That's a guarantee. I want you to guarantee yourself, not me guaranteeing you. I want you to guarantee you. And part of you doing that is to come to the workshop. I can't say this enough. It's very easy. And the guys, I have to go. I'm just taking my lunch break. I have to go in a second. If you need to reach out to me, you send an email to akaluso, the number 40 at gmail.com. That's akaluso, the number 40 at gmail.com. Okay, guys, I have to go at this time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Go out there and continue to be victorious because that's who you are. And I truly believe in you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.